So you have to keep scraping and scraping and scraping. So luckily he didn't clean the pieces of stone. He just squirted it in there and pushed it back together. So you could peel a lot of it off the sheet.
It's not up underneath.
Well, and it didn't stick to the stone. It was because the stone was dirty. It had dirt and soil and stuff on there, so that's
You clean it,
more
right?
bond. Thank goodness he is lazy because
Any and silicone that didn't fit now. That was the solution.
I told her, she said, we had a guy. I said, don't even tell me. I said, I already know who
He just said do not use silicone because it will stick and you can't get it off without mechanical means, which will damage the stone. They're now using the frame to pick up the headstone to put back on the base that has been newly leveled. This is Mr. Lowel Herzog conducting a workshop here at Crown Hill Cemetery on 834 North Ritchie in Pasadena, Texas. We'd be grateful if you visited our website at www.crownhillcemetery.org. Yeah, we are a nonprofit. Any donation you feel led to give us, you automatically get a receipt that's good for tax time. This is actually nerve-wracking. When they pick that stone up, it's, I don't know, 800 or 1,000 pounds. It's going to be picked up and swinging directly under the center of that frame, but we want to move it forward on top of the base. So they're putting, lots of times when you set a headstone aside to work on it, we'll set it on wood blocks because the wood will not sink into the ground. Also, it won't damage the stone. Another thing you could use is fire hoses. I keep meaning to go to our local fire department and ask for 4 to 6 feet of old fire hose to donate for us to use for stuff like this. If anybody knows of any old fire hose, not like a lawn hose, but like what the firemen use, we would be grateful for about 4 to 6 feet of it to use for things such as this. We got plenty more headstones to level, to raise that have sunk, that have fallen over. This cemetery holds a lot of water. It runs right alongside Vents Bayou, and it was a lot of rain yesterday. It was a lot. There's also a tree down, which we're going to probably spend a couple weekends chopping up and hand carrying to the street. But something else, if anybody is familiar with working with trees, we've got that tree that needs to be cut up. We also have a tree that's growing alongside a headstone that we are desperate to get off before it damages the headstone. It is a handmade handstone made by the person's own family. So we're really trying hard to get the equipment, the tools, the time to get that straightened out. Crown Hill Cemetery is on 835 North Ritchie Road in Pasadena, Texas. We have a website, www.crownhillcemetery.org. If you are able to send a donation to pay for somebody to come chop this tree up, or if you have the tools and equipment and the time to do it, we would never say no. We would be so grateful for any help whatsoever. They've got the stone lifted and put onto those wood blockers. Now they've moved the frame closer to the base, and they're going to lift it and set it on the base. This headstone is of the Boyd family. It represents 3 graves, and it is behind about 5 other family members, and it's next door, so to speak, to the Meyer family, who they are related to by marriage. So I'll give it just another few seconds to watch them lift this and set it into space. Set it in place, as opposed to lifting off into space, I guess I'm thinking of. Okay, they've got it raised. They're using a come-along. I became familiar with the come-along when I was a kid, and me and my cousins helped our grandpa lift an engine with the come-along. Well, we didn't help him. We did it without his permission, but that's how I learned how to use a come-along. And it is now on its base, ready for many, many, many years of being level and pretty.